I nearly double tapped the freaking camera. I went to hit record and it was just like, oh, you nearly like did this or whatever. Yeah, what are you doing here, you little rabbit? Get the hell out of here. You know, if I had to admit something right now, I think I'd rather have the rabbits spawn in the village, because I've seen polar bears spawn here, and polar bears in a giant-ass village would not be good for, like, public safety. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. Polar bears, probably not the best to spawn in this village. Aside from that, everything else is fine. I feel like this is way too freaking open. Oh, I don't have an axe anymore. That's funny. Well, in that case, I'm just going to corner piece it. Some of these houses are going to look really awkward, but oh well. I guess we'll just do the same thing for this side. Does this even look like a nice house, though? I guess it kind of does. It doesn't look too bad. It just looks dark in there because I haven't added any lights. As far as where the lighting's going to go, I have no idea. Probably at least one torch per house. Maybe two, depending on the house size. And that'd be about it. I probably should go make another axe just because I'm easily going to screw this up. Oh, I have a used pickaxe. What am I doing? Hello? I'm also going to need to go mining for more cobblestone, I feel like. Especially now that I know what I'm using most of it for. I'm kind of just making the houses one by one. It's going to take a long-ass time, but... oh well. And then after that, I need to go get coal, and we need to, well, let's go ahead and do this. Need to go get coal, and then, what did I do? Oh, yeah. And then I need to go get sand. We need to go to that giant desert to the bottom left of the map and just start ravaging all the sand. Boop. Oh, this is an easy house. I'm happy. This house came out looking nice. Look at that. And just like that, we have our frame done for this one. This house is clear. Except I just locked myself inside because I'm an idiot. I feel like I'm making Springfield. Like from The Simpsons, like I'm building like the actual city down here, and then like where my house is like Mr. Burns' mansion, just overlooks the whole thing. I'm just getting that kind of vibe right. God damn it. I'm just kind of getting that vibe right now. I remember this one time, because I hear my mom, she's eating chips in the kitchen, and I remember this one time, like 4 or 5 years ago, my sister had made the mistake of, and this was still when I was kind of immature back then. I kind of did things to tease her and mess around with her. I don't really do, not as much anymore, or at least I try to do it with good intent. But she had brought these bags of potato chips into the room, and she left them out in the open. And it was like 11:30 at night, and I was on my computer, and I was kind of getting like a little hungry, but like I didn't have any food for myself. So like I opened one of the bags of chips, and I just said to myself, "Oh, you know, this will teach her a lesson to like not leave stuff near me unoccupied." I shit you not. It was these Lay's. It was Lay's original. It was just a regular bag of Lay's original. I shit you not. I took one bite of the chip, and the chip was a stern piece, so it crunched really loud, and she freaking woke right up from it. I shit you not. Probably one of the funniest things ever. Like, I took one bite, just this massive crunch, and then, like, she moves off her bed, and she looks at me with, like, her hair in front of her face. She's got freaking bed hair out the ass. And she, like, looks at me, she has this look on her face, and then she's just like, what are you doing? And I straight out told her I wasn't eating her chips. But I really was. And she laid back in her bed, and she was just like, you owe me a bag of good chips. And to this day, I still haven't given her that bag of chips. She doesn't remember, but I'm not going to tell her that. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's just my little side story. What kind of chips do you guys like? I like anything sour cream and onion. I always have. Like, I can really remember when I was like 6 or 7. And I just gotten the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, and I think it was like 99 or something like that. I used to, on my days off from school, I used to literally grab like the bag of Lay's sour cream and onion chips. We had this where the sofa is now. We had this like old brownish chair or whatever. Like the spring, it used to recline, but the springs were like beat to shit, so it was kind of broken. But I used to sit up against it, and I honestly would just open the bags of chips, and I would just start eating and playing on my 64. And most of the time, whenever I opened up the bag, I would play like Mickey's Speedway or something, or Mario Kart or something like that. And like, I can see why the green controller does not work as much as it probably used to. After that, what am I doing here? I've spent like 5 minutes on this one damn house. Sure, good enough. But yeah, those were good times. Those were good times. And the 64 I have still works. I like playing off it every now and then. I actually have an emulator off my laptop, and I'll sometimes play that. You know, I'll play games that I never got for the 64 on the emulator. Like I'll play what's a game I have? I'll play Army Men 2 Sarge's Heroes. I never got that game for the 64. And I like playing that game. That game was fun. I used to go to an old public school. It's not there anymore, but it was basically like they had like this after class event thing, whatever, and you get to play Nintendo 64 games. And we would play 4 players on like Army Men Sarge's Heroes, which it played a lot like it was like a 3D version of like 007, I guess. And I kicked ass at this game. Everybody was getting mad at me because of how freaking good I was. And it's just like, you know, I can't really help that. Like, hello? But, I kicked everyone's ass. That's pretty much mainly it. Like, I didn't really, you know, nothing I did was special or spectacular. I just was super good at the game. So that's kind of what I play on the laptop a little bit of. I have no idea what video this is, by the way. This is probably my 5th video. Is this video number 5? Yeah. And then the 6th one is coming up next. The final one. And if I accidentally record 7, well, that's okay. Because there's enough room on my card to actually play 7. But yeah, good times right there. play... Actually, now thinking about it, most of the games I have for the frickin' emulator on my laptop, I already have for the 64. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. You know, I kind of laugh back. I kind of think back to some of those games on the 64. And I just have to laugh. Because some of those games still entertain the hell out of me. Like, there's just, like, the one game, my favorite Nintendo 64 game to this day, and I swear by it, it's probably Destruction Derby. That game has entertained me for years, and it still does. That game is just, it's so fun to play, and it's so freaking hilarious. At least to me, because I see some of the weirdest shit in that happen in that game. Like, I think one of the funniest moments ever, I was playing on a map called the Junkyard, and this was actually about 2 or 3 years ago. And I was just doing a regular death match, and what had happened was on the Junkyard there's like a couple of like little bumps that if you hit just right you could kind of launch into the other players. Oh no, it was Aztec Ruins. Aztec Ruins was that map. And that's what I did. And but what happened was, I went off a bump one time, and it was the damnedest thing, I shit you not. I went off a bump one time, somebody actually, like, T-boned me while I was, coming off the bump. So my car spun in a 360 in the air, and my tail whipped around and smacked somebody head on, and they weren't even smoking or close to destroying it, and it freaking, like, one-hit KO'd them. It blew up the car. And I was laughing so damn hard. It was like I just did a karate freaking kick with a goddamn car. A karate kick. Oh, oh shit. I don't. Ooh, is that another cobblestone? I think that's enough cobblestone for now anyway. Well, if that's the case, I need to go back and make some more tools, because I'm all out, brother. But yeah, that game has entertained me for years. I actually, I did a Let's Play of that game. Not that long ago. Actually, no, it might have been a good while ago. At least it was last year or the year before. Probably the year before, because at this time last year, I was recording stuff in Arizona. I think it might have been 2017, but like in the middle of 2017, because I found out that I was going to be moving to Arizona in August, and I pretty much thought it was going to be around then. So I started trying to do a bunch of like I did Mickey Speedway in 2017. I remember that for sure. Trying to think of what else I did that year. I'd have to really honestly go back and look. Because I don't remember. I did Mickey Speedway. I did a bunch of Nintendo 64 games. I know this for a fact. God damn. I don't know. I really don't know. I believe this is gonna be my 5th video. But yeah, oh man, I don't know. I really don't. I wish I did. I wish I could remember. I did, what did I do that year? I did Destruction Derby. I did Mickey Speedway. I did like 2 other games, I thought. What did I do? I did... Oops. I did... Frickin'... I don't know. I honestly do not remember. I really don't. I think you know what? No, I didn't. Never mind. I was going to say, I think I did Mario Kart 8, but I think I did Mario Kart 8 back in 2016? Was that really 3 years ago? Holy crap. Yeah, because I had just gotten the Wii U. I got the Wii U in 2015. So it's been 3 years since I've had the Wii U. Yeah, oh man,